Reverse. Here also the same. When you record the call money, first record the transfer entry, then record the receiving entry. Clear, students? Only the words are changed. Application, allotment, and the call. So the call is depend on the first call, second call, and the final call. So it is a depend on the problem. Total there are 6 entries. For each concept, there is a 2 entries. For application, when you receive the application, same bank account debit to share application. Which money you are receiving? Share application. Share application account. So when you receive the allotment money, that time same bank account debit to share allotment. So when you receive the call money, that time same bank account debit to share call. Only the words are changed. Instead of that application, write share allotment. Instead of that, you write share call account. Only the words are changed. Entries are same. And when you record the transfer entry, that time share application account debit to share capital. Where you are transferring that money? To the share capital. Right? This is the transfer entry relating to the share application. Then when you transfer the share allotment, that time here the share, instead of that application, right, share allotment account debit same to share capital. So when you transfer the share call account, that time share call account debit to share capital. Only the word is change. When you record the transactions or the entries relating to the application, write application. When you recording to the relating to the allotment, then write share allotment. When you recording the call, that time record share call account. But the bank and share capital is remain the same. It will not change. So clear? So first entry is receiving the application money, bank account debit to share application. Then transfer the to the share capital. That time share application account debit to share capital. That application money is transferred to the share capital. Next, when you record the allotment entry, that time first enter the transfer entry, then record the receiving entry. First record transfer entry, then record a receiving entry. But first, in the initially when you are starting the journal entry, first record the receiving entry, then move towards to the transfer entry. So when you record the allotment entry, first record transfer entry. So instead of that application right here, share allotment account debit to same share capital. Only the word here, the only word is change, right? Then the receiving entry same bank account is a debit, it is a fixed to share. Instead of that application right here allotment to share allotment account. Next, relating to the call, first record the transfer entry, then record receiving entry. So the transfer entry same share call account debit to share capital, and the receiving entry is the same bank account debit to share call account. So clear to students? Is it clear to all? You can write cash or bank, anything, Sandesh. So when you record these share related transactions, usually you can record the bank, not cash. Because all the shares are transferred through the demat account, through the online transaction. So for that purpose, better you record the bank instead of that cash. Is it clear to all? Journal entries are clear? So can I start the first problem? If you all agree, then only I'll start. Yes. So our first problem is, so the first example, the Bangalore Company Limited issued The Bangalore Company Limited issued 5,000 shares. So this 5,000 share is the number of shares. Here this 5,000 share is number of shares. I'll write in bracket. Here that 5,000 share is the number of shares. That 5,000 share is the number of shares. Here the share is equity shares. So what are the types of the shares are? Equity shares, preference shares. Right? 5,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. So this 10 each is the face value. So this 10 is face value or the par value. So this 10 is face value. 5,000 is the number of shares. Each the amount was payable as rupees 2 on the application, rupees 2 on the allotment, rupees 3 on the first call, rupees 3 on the final call. So total 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 is equal to 10. Is it is equal to 10? 2 plus 2, 3, 3. When it is equal to 10, then question is correct. Because that face value amount is distributed through the application, allotment, and the first call and the final call. So what is the share capital now here? So share capital is 5,000. Here the number of shares is a 5,000. 5,000 shares of rupees 10 each. 5,000 into 10, 50,000. 50,000 is a share capital. Here the 50,000 is share capital. So clear which one is called as a share and which one is a face value and which one is a share capital. So the 5,000 equity shares, if they are mentioned the 5,000 equity shares, that 5,000 is the number of shares of rupees. If they are mentioned the value of that 5,000, then it is a face value or the par value. Par value means the original value, the real value of the shares. The value of the shares is called as a par value. The amount is payable as follows. So here they are didn't given the any share capital money. So you need to identify which one is the share capital. So the 5,000 into 10 is called 50,000. So the number of shares is 5,000. That 5,000 shares are rupees 10 each. Each share value is a rupees 10. So 5,000 into 10, 50,000 is the share capital. So clear the three concepts, which one is the number of shares, which is the face value, and which is the share capital. That 5,000 is the number of shares, that 10 is the face value, and that 50,000 is the share capital. Clear? So that face value amount is distributed through the application, allotment, and the first call and the final call. So so it is rupees 10 is the face value is equal to these amount. Application, allotment, first call, and the final call. Clear? So the first program. So what is our first general so here they are given directly. The entry is relating to the first application, then allotment, then there are the two calls are there, first call and the final call. So what is the journal entry for the receiving the application money? What is the journal entry for receiving the application money? Screen is visible, ppt is visible to all. Huh. So what is the first journal entry when you receive the application money? What is the first journal entry when you receive the application money? Receiving the application money, what is the journal entry? Bank account debit to share application. Good.